NATO is setting up its largest airbase in Romania. The work is underway in the city of Constanta. This was reported by the German edition of NTV. The largest NATO base in Europe is being built at Constanta Airport, 100 kilometers from the Ukrainian border. In a few years, it is expected to house 10,000 soldiers, Army, Air Force, and Navy personnel. NATO aims to bolster its eastern flank in Romania. The location is strategically important, close to Ukraine and only 15 kilometers from the Aquatorium, which the Russian Federation considers its zone of interest. The alliance is building this base due to Kremlin aggression. Additional runways for fighter jets, additional runways and hangars for massive military aircraft will be built. Also ammunition, fuel and equipment depots. I quote, "Everything necessary per NATO standards," said Airbase Commander Mikola Credo, according to Radio Free Europe. The expansion is expected to last up to 20 years and cost 2.5 billion euros. Military families will have schools, kindergartens, shops, and a hospital on site. The base will effectively be a military camp. Currently, 70,000 NATO soldiers are stationed in Romania. The Bundeswehr has redeployed Eurofighter jets to an airbase. And from there, NATO is monitoring the airspace on its eastern flank, conducting emergency rehearsals. Always with caution, of course, to avoid misunderstandings and escalation. But in the end, we can already clearly understand that these so-called consequences of the SMD that Putin is conducting have led to the gradual strengthening of the whole of Europe, the gradual strengthening of the NATO bloc, and this gives the armed forces of our partners the opportunity to deploy to a certain extent in order to increase their influence and reduce the threat of NATO attack on their territories. This is happening at a high cost to Ukraine and is accompanied by our requests to simply allow us to use the forces and weapons we already have in our hands. While we are waiting for various permits, the GUR fighters continue to use Ukrainian reconnaissance and strike drones to attack Russian targets. This time, the 6th reconnaissance complex was used, according to the main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense.